And Katie Myers, I'm Jonathan Hutton. Glad you're with us across the NFHS network. Our great crew here with you throughout the weekend in Cookeville. Cookeville and Tennessee Tech, always fantastic hosts for the BlueCross Bowl. Still to come, the 5A BlueCross Bowl at 7 o'clock Central Time. Oak Ridge takes on Summit. Jeff Hem, Josh Torrey, and Murphy Fair have the call for you later this evening. Third quarter underway. Pulling on the return, the senior, one of the few seniors for the Tigers, Zayshawn Pullen.
Good news for Fayetteville. KJ Jackson, heavily wrapped right knee, but he is trotting out to the huddle to start the second half for Fayetteville.
19 carries for 126 yards and a touchdown in the first half. He averaged 6.6 per touch. He had a long run of 47 yards. He starts with the football in his hand. Around the left sideline and down the sideline. KJ Jackson, first down yardage and more into South Pittsburgh territory. The freshman picking up where he left off. The knee looks just fine.
I made one comparison earlier to Le'Veon Bell with his patience behind his blockers. I'll make another one now. Alvin Kamara. Because look at how easy this looks for KJ Jackson. Now he floats to the outside for the big pickup. First play of the second half, a big one for the Tigers.
21 yards on the first play of the second half for the Tigers. Give it to him again. Jackson upended. Flag to come in, though, after the tackle.
It's great work by the Fayetteville offensive line. Javen Buchanan, Jalen Williams, Andre Emmons, right side of the line, may have gotten a hold. But we've seen it throughout the first half and now the start of the second half. Good room for Jackson and the other running backs.
Number 58 on the offense. Pete, first down.
That's the 7th penalty on Fayetteville in this game.
And now we know why the hole looks so good on that play. Number 58, Jalen Williams, the hold of right tackle, senior. On a ton of seniors for Fayetteville. But that right side of that offensive line for Fayetteville, saw Williams on the pancake block earlier, both seniors.
This time, Jackson nowhere to go on a solid defensive effort from the Pirates.
Tough sledding here for Jackson. Good penetration. Frazier coming up to make the hit. Nice stop. Second and very long now for Fayetteville.
19 yards over the air. Pass complete. Able to slip the shoestring tackle. Corian Cash, one of the top receivers for the Tigers offense, gets past a would-be tackler, and now it's third and manageable.
And Cash with a great individual effort. It was well blocked. He had one guy to beat, able to slip the tackle with good positive yards. Makes this the third down and doable for Fayetteville. The question I have now is where they are on the field. If you get a nice positive pickup here, are you in 4-down territory?
Third and 7. Oldmeyer hanging on to that football. Now he's dropped. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Or actually, he's a yard short of the line of scrimmage. Good pressure from the Pirates.
Desmond McNeil, 5'9", 160 sophomore, been very active today. Coming up to make a nice stop. And now Fayetteville's going to have to punt. Great first defensive possession from South Pittsburgh to start this half.
Yeah, that's the stop they needed. Algeray Johnson is on to kick. Here's Frame coming up. Does he decide to touch it? He does not. And they down this. Frame thought about it, Chad. He thought about coming up to scoop up that football, but stepped away, and we will see South Pitt's offense averaging 51 points per game, just 7 in the first half against Fayetteville Z. And they had great field position.
And Coach Grider, when he was talking with Katie Myers coming out of the halftime break, said they were fooled in that first half. They were confused with some of the things that Fayetteville was doing up front defensively. We'll see if they're less confused in the second half.
They start with Frame, direct snap to their talented running back. That is the South Pittsburgh offense.
The old reliable Hunter Frame, snapping it right to him, running right, able to get 8 or 9 yards on first down, positive pickup. As you see Amara, 72, able to track him down from behind. But this is exactly where South Pittsburgh wants to be. They want to be getting 6, 7, 8 yards on first down. As you see Hunter Frame, it's been tough going for the Mr. Football finalists so far. Can he get it going in the second half?
Also has an interception defensively that he returns inside the 5 and set up South Pittsburgh's only touchdown. They flip it to Kelly. Nowhere to go for DeAndre Kelly, who slipped down on this slick turf at Tucker Stadium.
Kate Hopkins did a really nice job on that play. He's playing both the pitch man and the quarterback and able to do it well. So well that Kelly saw him coming up from the side and tripped on his own feet as he saw the pursuit of Hopkins. Great defensive play, good awareness by Kate Hopkins, the senior.
Maybe an equipment issue as they ask for a substitution on the Fayetteville defense. Now we're ready for play. Kobe Cooper ran in the play off the South Pittsburgh sideline. Snap, the hand to Frame, first down, Hunter Frame.
Needed that one badly. Did not want to go 3 and out on their first offensive possession in the second half. And they go back to Old Faithful. Hunter Frame and the right side of that offensive line behind Jamal Allen and Cooper Moss. Great pickup for Frame. Keep the sticks moving. Keep possession of the football. South Pittsburgh's defense needs their offense to hold on to the football after they were badly out-timed in the first half with time of possession. With Fayetteville's offense able to keep that South Pitt defense on the field for the majority of the first half. Good start for the South Pittsburgh offense in the second.
Currently, time of possession, 17:33 for Fayetteville, 9:06 and counting here for South Pitt. Flags down as Kelly goes down. Jay Critch is our official.
Sideline warning, South Pittsburgh. Feet second down.
Sideline warning. So it's going to be second down, it looks like.
Correct. Repeat, second down.
Second down, and a good defensive stop on first down there for Fayetteville. Sets up a second down.
Katie Myers tells us Ibarra had to come off to the sideline to have his arm taped because of some blood. Nice pass, nice catch. Little pitch and catch for South Pitt. There is Reggie Hunter, the junior wideout. He and Cooper combined for some big plays through the air on the arm of Braden Sanders.
The old ball coach would have liked that play. Little play action, roll out. The big man, Reggie Hunter, for South Pittsburgh with the catch. Moving the sticks once again for South Pittsburgh as they're now in Fayetteville territory. Very important opening drive this third quarter for Vic Grider's offense for South Pittsburgh.
From the 43. Here's Frame again. Using that speed. Now he cuts up. The left hash. Ball comes loose, but they whistle him down. Frame just jets to one sideline or the other, doesn't he?
Well, it only
Quick first step.
It only takes one guy to miss him. and he darts for another 7 or 8 yards. When you have him in your sights, you have to get him to the ground, because if not, he's got such a motor to him where once he revs it up, he's going to get positive yards on the play, regardless of what it looks like. If even it looks like there's nothing there, he's going to get something.
Cooper and Elwood are to the right of your screen as they go with a handoff. Here's Kelly. DeAndre Kelly, as flags come in, heads to the end zone for the South Pittsburgh touchdown.
But hold on, because these flags thrown in the area of holding as Kelly ran through a huge hole to the right side.
Chad, as usual, correct. Here's Jake Rich to confirm.
Holding on the offense. Repeat second down.
I know we have Murphy Fair, who's known as being the guru of high school football, but tnhighschoolfootball.com, the website. Chad Withrow, that's his one-stop shop because he runs the place. It's fantastic. You get great coverage like holding.
Jonathan, you know what they've always said about him? Not that smart, but that Chad Withrow knows his holding penalties.
He does.
Showed it once again on that play.
Big call there because it kept points off the board, but maybe points were scored because of the hold. Here's Frame taking the direct snap. Whistles come in prior to the play.
Another flag. And they are backing up again.
Illegal procedure, number 17. On the offense. Repeat second down.
South Pittsburgh trying to catch Fayetteville in the category they don't want to reach, and that's penalties. They only had 1 penalty in the first half.
Well, we go from touchdown South Pittsburgh to 2nd and 10 South Pittsburgh, marching backwards. Not the direction you want to be going in if you're Vic Ryder in this offense.
A snap from the 44. They give it to 4. Frame lowers his shoulder, lowers the boom, and then gets out of bounds.
Good play fake on that one, because the entire left side of that Fayetteville defense completely fooled by the play fake. You're going to see it right here. Look at everyone bunch up to Kelly on the run, leaving Frame the ability to get outside and get a nice gain on 2nd down.
Coach Grider saying that Hunter Frame, the best running back he's coached, and that's saying something, giving the running backs and offensive backfield that have been a part of Grider's offenses. Easy to see why, though, with the production. There's a timeout here, and we'll take it with them. 14-7 our score. Fayetteville leads South Pittsburgh, but Sunbelt Rentals offers ready-to-work equipment when and where you need it, from commercial to residential, large job to small. Sunbelt Rentals, they have you covered. Visit us at sunbeltrentals.com. Preston up there, getting it done for us. Flat out getting it done. Fayetteville's been doing that on defense. So here's 3rd down. South Pittsburgh going up top, and the pass is incomplete. It was 3rd and 6, and out of the timeout, they elect to go with a pass from Braden Sanders, a little too strong over the top.
Utilize Hunter Frame at quarterback most of that series. They call timeout, come out on 3rd down, try to go deep, and it was well read, as it was Cam Sheridan right there able to knock it away, and Fayetteville looks like they're going to get the football back.
Andrew Jenkins had a great punt in the first half that was down at the 1-yard line. Another strong effort here. Gets a bounce at the 7, but the Pirates can't catch up to it. So it'll be a touchback. And Fayetteville gets off the field. Thanks in part to two big penalties. One that took points off the board, another that backed up South Pittsburgh back into their own territory. They faced a 3rd and 6, and the pass was incomplete. They were forced to punt. Tomorrow, you can join us here on the NFHS Network on this very station. Elizabethton takes on Haywood. Chip Walters, Kelly Holcomb, and Katie Myers have you there at 11 a.m. That's the 4A BlueCross Bowl. Mex County and Peabody, Jeff Him, the great Chad Withrow, and Murphy Fair on the call. The battle of gurus there between Murphy and Chad. Oakland and Brentwood in 6A. That kicks off at 7.
Procedure, number 52 on the offense, first down.
The old Guru Bowl is what you're saying tomorrow for that game.
The battle of Christmas ties. Murphy Fair and Chad Withrow tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Or, no, 3 o'clock, excuse me.
I'll have to up my Snoopy Christmas tie game.
It was Santa kicking a field goal yesterday, I think.
Is the Cookville Mall still open? I don't mean time-wise. Is it still open at all?
Oh, yeah, I think it is.
Very limited, David Dow tells us. That's all I need is a JCPenney or some sort of department store like that. I'll get my Christmas ties ready to go.
Get it right, Chad. It's J.C. Panay.
Where the ties are $14 instead of $8.
No whistle? No whistle. It was a clear jump. No neutral zone infraction according to the officials. Here's J.J. Jackson. Jackson puts the stiff arm up to Hunter Frame. But Frame gets the best of him there. It was a good defensive effort, and there is a player down on the South Pittsburgh sideline. Is that number 4, Hunter Frame? That is Hunter Frame, who went down to one knee.
Initially grabbed his elbow and then took a knee on the sideline. And he still appears to be in some pain.
Been a physical battle in the 1A BlueCross Bowl. Pass complete. Spinning out of a tackle and getting an extra 4 yards was Cash, and then flags fly afterwards.
It was a very late flag on the play. Boy, if you're South Pitt, hope this isn't against you. You had them stopped, ready to punt, giving it back to you in good field position. A little weight on the penalty, but South Pittsburgh certainly hopeful it's not against them.
Jay Critch is our referee.
Dead ball after the play, personal foul, late hit.
Yep, so it does go against Fayetteville.
Should set up South Pittsburgh with great field position. That's an after dead ball penalty after the play. So they had to stop. It was going to be 3rd and about 6 and back it up 15 more yards. As you see the replay there, good job by our camera crew. Big Guthrie Hill. Just a little bit late on the hit. It's going to back Fayetteville up.
Hunter Frame is back in the game to receive this punt from Algeray Johnson. The punt, though, bounces and rolls to the 49, down at the 48-yard line. Hunter Frame is the Tennessee Titans Mr. Football finalist in 1A. The awards announced this coming Tuesday at Nissan Stadium. He has the interception in the first half. A running back with 36 touchdowns rushing. He's put together a physical performance against an outstanding defensive effort against Frame. He has 17 carries for 69 yards. He's averaging 4.1 yards per carry. His long run is for 14 yards. See if they start with him here. They put him in motion out of the backfield. Thought about screening it, and nowhere to go, and Sanders just has to get rid of it. Great pressure bearing down on the quarterback.
It's an odd play because Hunter Frame, clearly a decoy on the play as he's shouting for the football, but he runs out of bounds on the play. So he's completely out of the play at that point. He tried to step back in, but he's no longer a receiving option on the play. And you saw Braden Sanders with nowhere to go. And Frame was open in front of him at that point, but had already stepped out of bounds.
Frame's running to the sideline, getting the play.
So watch Hunter Frame. He's going to take off running, and once you go out of bounds, you can't come back in and catch the ball. And then, maybe I'll come back in.
Second down and 10. Direct snap. Here's Frame. Waits on the block. Flags come in. Hit out of bounds. Multiple flags. And Frame is still down.
It's definitely a penalty and should have been thrown. It's one of those with Trey Allen where I really think it was an effort play. I don't think he has bad intentions on that hit, trying to make sure that Hunter Frame gets out of bounds. And now we got to wait and see as we have another injury. Now it's Hunter Frame down. But that's going to be another big 15-yard penalty after the play with that late hit.
They're helping Frame with his helmet. The helmet's off now as they are tending to him. The South Pittsburgh trainers have made their way over to the Fayetteville sideline. And great sportsmanship here as both sidelines take a knee. Here's the replay on the right and the call on your left. Frame is getting up under his own power, and he's now walking and jogging to the sideline. Let's check in on the sidelines. Here is Katie Myers.
Yeah, guys, that hit, it was bad, but the injury looked worse than what it was. I think he just hit the ground so hard that it knocked the breath out of him. As soon as he hit the ground, the trainers ran up to him, and they were just patting his chest. They took the helmet off. He had full movement the entire time. I think he just lost his breath there.
Yeah, thank you, Katie. We'll see if he can make his way back into the lineup. He's holding his helmet. Braden Sanders, that quarterback. Here is DeAndre Kelly. Gets some ground, trying to find some room. And again, just a great progression by that defense from Fayetteville to flow to the outside and to pin the running back, whether that's Frame, Kelly, whoever it's been. There hasn't been a lot of options.
I've been very impressed with Antonio Ibarra, the junior, 6'2", 272, with the speed to string that play out and help make the play, help rally to the football. He's Fayetteville's team leader in sacks with 3 on the season, and he's been very active throughout this game today. Another great play by Ibarra on that one.
Second down. No gain on that last play. They snap from the 25. Here is Frame back into the game. On this one play. He ducks forward to get a couple.
How many times have we called Trey Allen's name today? He has been everywhere.
Including in the end zone on a 2-point conversion.
Yes. He comes up and makes the play on Hunter Frame. Now it's 3rd and 8.
Fayetteville was able to hold South Pittsburgh on a previous possession on 3rd down. As Chad mentioned, it's 3rd and 8. Nearing the 2-minute mark of this 3rd quarter. They snap from the 23. Sanders sets his feet. Throw, pass caught. On the boundary. At 17, Jackson Lewis.
Able to pick up the first down through the air, which has not been a prominent part of the South Pittsburgh attack so far today. Braden Sanders, the senior, another one of those program guys on the money. Jackson Lewis able to pick up a big first down on a 3rd and 8. Big time conversion for South Pittsburgh if they keep this drive alive.
Lewis, known for his defensive prowess, he plays 90% of the snaps on defense, which leaves all of the defenders that start for South Pittsburgh. And that's saying something with all the two-way players. Lewis comes through with a big first down pickup. Direct snap to Frame. Fayetteville diving for the ankles of Frame, who gets forward to the 6.
Great tough run from Frame. Looked like he was going to get stopped for a 2 or 3 yard gain. He gets loose, pushes the pile all the way down for a 7-yard gain on first down. Impressive run from Frame, who's been banged up this half, a couple occasions. Went down on each sideline with different injuries, and back in the game, running well.
Hunter Frame, what a high school career it has been. Senior, playing for a state title in his final high school game. Second down. 3 yards needed to move the chain. Frame would like to reach the end zone. To the 5, ducks forward, pushed out of bounds, first down yardage.
Spotted. Looks like he has it. The official, right where he went out of bounds, is spotting it right on that first down marker. And it is going to be first down, it appears. Yes. Just enough yardage as he's able to get to the sideline, pick up another big conversion on third down for South Bend.
First and goal. Under a minute to play in this third quarter. The score remains the same as it was at halftime. South Pittsburgh trying to tie. Frame, direct snap, tripped up. He falls short of the goal line.
So if you remember, earlier in this game, this is right about the spot that South Pittsburgh had it before. Pirate fans don't want to hear this, but it was a huge goal line stop from Fayetteville, where they had it second and goal. They lost yardage, I think, on this play on the other side of the field. Ended up getting stopped on fourth down. Another big opportunity for South Pittsburgh to put this one in the end zone and tie this thing up.
Second and goal from the 1, under center. Straight ahead and into the end zone. Touchdown, South Pittsburgh. Braden Sanders. They call number 1's number. And he gets into the end zone with Chad's favorite play in short yardage.
Tom Brady and his lack of athleticism shows you can have a successful quarterback sneak. And Braden Sanders is a great athlete. He shows right there. The quarterback sneak works most of the time. He doesn't even hit the ground on it.
Cooper Cowan home for an important extra point, and we are tied. In the 1A BlueCross Bowl, 5 seconds to play in the third quarter. South Pittsburgh gets an important drive at the end of the third, and we're knotted up at 14 apiece.
What a great drive by South Pittsburgh and an answer as they go down and tie this thing up.
9 plays, 51 yards that took 3:43 off the clock. And now when you look at the rushing yardage for the game, Fayetteville with 207 as a team, South Pittsburgh with 125. At halftime, South Pitt had 63 yards.
Got it done with Hunter Frame on the ground. Their go-to guy, Mr. Football finalist, and he is starting to assert himself in this football game.
Also, at halftime, Fayetteville led time of possession 14:54 to 9:06. That's now 19:22 to 16:33. In South Pittsburgh's quarter, which comes to an end. We head to the fourth. The side of the 2020 BlueCross Bowl Championships on the NFHS Network. Beautiful scene there on the square. And here on campus at Tennessee Tech University, tied at 14, headed to the fourth in the 1A BlueCross Bowl. Fayetteville with possession to begin the fourth quarter, 1st and 10.
Great defensive play to start the fourth quarter. Jamal Allen getting into the backfield. Terrific work along with Javian Bean for South Pittsburgh. And their defense making a play on first down, putting Fayetteville behind the sticks where they certainly do not want to be.
South Pittsburgh on defense. We've been stout in this second half. KJ Jackson nowhere to go. Swallowed up.
That was Jaden Mount, the sophomore, coming up to make the stop. Coach Ryder says he just never gave them a reason to take him off the field. The sophomore is the biggest surprise of the season. Did not expect him to be in this starting role. It gets better and better each week, and you see it right there. Being in the backfield and making a big stop on Fayetteville.
Coach Ryder telling us that Mount possesses that physicality for a player of that size you don't expect. There's your stats update through 3 quarters. Total yardage in the third quarter back in South Pittsburgh's favor. KJ Jackson on 3rd and long. They elect to just go to their freshman. Strong defensive effort from the Pirates.
Momentum squarely on the side of South Pittsburgh right now. That was an inspired defensive possession. You saw the energy level pick up, starting with that first down stop. And you see that sideline now for South Pittsburgh. A little more jump in their step as they're going to get the football back.
They just had a 9-play, 51-yard touchdown drive. And it's Thomason on the punt. Make that Johnson on the punt. They let it roll dead at the 36-yard line. Fayetteville's defense presented quite the problem in the trenches for South Pittsburgh in that first half.
Nick Ryder told Katie Myers, confused them in that first half. Some of the things they were doing up front. You see it coming in and chop down the ball carriers for South Pittsburgh. That was the big 4th down stop in the first quarter to get things going for that defense. An impressive effort for this Tigers defensive squad.
Back out on offense. Sanders, play action, throw across the middle, batted in the air, nearly intercepted. It's incomplete.
Very uncharacteristic of South Pittsburgh to throw on first down, trying to catch Fayetteville by surprise. Play action. There's just a lot of orange jerseys around that football. The 20, Tyler West, got his hands on it. Almost a big-time defensive swing and momentum play for Fayetteville, but it falls harmlessly to the turf.
Quarterback Brayden Sanders, the 2-time all-region selection in Region 3. 3 wide on 2nd and 10. Kelly gets the handoff. DeAndre Kelly, 1st down, Pirates. Strong run from the junior tailback.
Great run, testing that left side of the offensive line, opening up a nice hole. Kelly showing some patience, and then the speed to cut it up. Once again, Antonio Ibarra, very active.
There he was again.
12 yards downfield for the big man making the tackle. Very impressive over there.
9 carries, 45 yards for Kelly. Averaging 5 yards per carry and is along with 15. Moving the sticks there. Here he is again. Kelly slipped down.
Been the one problem for Kelly today is keeping his feet. That's 2 or 3 times now where he's tried to make a move in the backfield and slips and falls. It's going to be a loss of 3 on first down. Boy, 72, Antonio Ibarra. So impressed with him today. He has got a big senior season ahead of him. I mean, he's played this football game today. You know, Coach Morrison excited about that big junior in the middle of that defense.
Missed a lot of time since late last year, but come on strong. Had a strong sophomore campaign. Set up for a nice junior season finish. Gets to the sideline, though.
He's got blood.
And he had that issue in the first half.
So now number 52, DeAndre Allen, will check in for that.
Second and 13. After the loss on the carry, they give it to Kelly again. Third straight carry for number 2, DeAndre Kelly, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Big opportunity upcoming again for that Fayetteville defense. We just showed you the package of them making plays throughout the day. Once again, they've got this thing in position where they could get another big stop.
South Pittsburgh on the season, 57% conversion rate on third down. They're 2 of 5 today. Play upcoming for the Pirates offense. Third and 10. Delay handoff. Frame. He's met at the 50. Falls forward, but he gets a yard on the play. Great defensive stand. The Tigers force the South Pittsburgh punt.
Number 24, Braxton Wilson. He's got the size. Only a sophomore, 6'2", 225. Possible future college football player. Wilson comes up, makes a nice play, and Fayetteville just not fooled on that draw play to Frank.
Andrew Jenkins goes with the punt. And Fayetteville, they'll be back out on offense. 7:42 remains in regulation. We are tied at 14 in the BlueCross Bowl.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the court when you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
Today's game also available for all subscribers via the NFHS Network Live mobile app for Apple devices. Download the app from the App Store today to start watching live games wherever you are. Watching your mobile device, Chad Withrow carries me through this broadcast as he always does in the midday 180 on 104.5 The Zone. First and 10, fourth quarter. 7:35 remaining, and a key stat to watch on this possession. KJ Jackson now has 8 carries for 17 yards in the second half. At halftime, he had 133 yards rushing.
And his last play of that first half was a touchdown run where he got dinged on his right knee, or maybe right below the knee even. He has not been the same since. heavily wrapped, as you can see with the orange wrap on that right knee, right below it. He may have gotten bruised, but got hit hard there on the touchdown run. Not been the same player since.
Take over here. Can the freshman put together a scoring drive to give Fayetteville the lead? Not if South Pittsburgh has anything to say about it, and they do on that play. Nowhere to go.
Gio Davis getting penetration on the play, blowing things up from the start.
Gio Davis, who recently received an offer from the University of Tennessee.
Yes, he did. Showing why on that one. 6'4", 285-pound junior coming up, shedding the block, making a play in the backfield.
3rd and 8, passing down. Holdmeyer out of the backfield. Jackson using the streak, reaching forward with the right arm. 1st down.
Incredible play by Jackson. I mean, he's got a guy draped over him. He's a good 4 or 5 yards away from the sticks. And he just drives his legs for the 1st down, dragging a tackler. Watch this. Got him on his back, and yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this. One way or the other, it's going to happen. You're along for the ride. KJ Jackson with a terrific effort play. Pick up a big conversion for the Tigers.
28 carries, 150 yards now. Give it to him again. Jackson to the boundary. Down the sideline and out of bounds in South Pittsburgh territory.
Credit goes on this play to that offensive line. And a couple of seniors, Jalen Williams, Jaden Buchanan for Fayetteville, the right side of that offensive line. They cave in that defensive line for South Pittsburgh. And look at this hole. And then the rest is Jackson taking it to the corner, getting outside. Huge gain for Fayetteville, and it all started up front with the big guys on that Tigers offensive line.
Player remains down.
It's Gio Davis. Jog to the sideline. Appears to be okay, which is a good sign for South Pittsburgh.
KJ Jackson had 15 yards in the second half prior to taking his first snap on this possession. He has 33 yards rushing on this drive already.
The moment I brought up that he doesn't look like himself in the second half, he decided to take off.
Handoff on the jet sweep. Derek getting his second carry of this game.
He is their jet sweep guy. He's got 3 carries on the day, all on the jet sweep to Derek.
Now gone over 30 yards rushing. .505 to play here in regulation.
What a game it's been.
Sam Holdmeyer. Good throw to Johnson. Algeray Johnson, the big back.
It's going to be 3rd and very short now. Johnson close to the sticks, but not going to get it. KJ Jackson, after that long run, has not been back in the game. Saw a carry by Derek, now a carry by Algeray Johnson. Will Jackson re-enter the game? Now on 3rd and very short, it does not appear so.
Fayetteville in their first state championship game appearance. South Pittsburgh in BlueCross Bowl number 12. Johnson bounces off the wall and then gets dropped for a loss.
Great penetration from South Pittsburgh on that stuff. Number of players getting into the backfield. Led by number 5, Andrew Jenkins. Doubles as the punter for this team. Able to get a hand on Johnson, the ball carrier. Setting up a 4th and 2 for Fayetteville.
Andrew Jenkins, quick off the snap. He's a 200-pound player who can run. and 2 yards.
I'll let this thing tick down and call a timeout.
Coach Morrison for Fayetteville takes his timeout. 4th and 2 with 3:15 to play. Morrison stressed all week leading up to this game. The key is in the trenches. Can our offensive line hold their own against the stout South Pittsburgh defensive front? And here we are with 3:15 to play on a 4th and 2 where it comes down to that.
They've more than held their own in this game. Terrific work by that offensive line for Fayetteville so far. The rushing attack has been big, but now the biggest play of the game so far coming up.
Absolutely. Big plays all weekend here in Cookeville. Still to come, Oak Ridge and Summit tonight at 7 o'clock Central, 8 Eastern. That's in 5A. But here in 1A, what a game.
Let's see if I can see KJ Jackson out in the huddle for Fayetteville. Mentioned it before, but he's not been in the game since that long run. We saw Derek and we saw Johnson on carries. Let's see if the star freshman for Fayetteville is going to be on the field on this 4th and 2.
KJ Jackson with 33 yards rushing on this possession. Here comes the offense for the Tigers.
And Jackson will be on the field for this 4th and 2.
Fourth down. Looking to keep this drive alive. KJ Jackson with a big play to the end zone. Fayetteville with the lead. The freshman puts Fayetteville back on the board. 4th and 2. Number 3 gives them 6.
And praise the right side of the line earlier on this drive on a big run. Time to give credit to the left side of that Tiger offensive line. Junior Guthrie Hill, junior Dylan Hobbs, opening up an enormous hole. Also a great block from Andre Emmons, the center, and another junior on this team. And KJ Jackson showing his explosive ability, takes off up the middle, untouched, giving Fayetteville the lead. What a ball game.
KJ Jackson, who has been the playmaker in middle school in Fayetteville, hits the high school scene in his freshman year. First 4 games. Okay, getting the feet underneath you. First 4 games, 29 carries, 200 yards, no touchdown. The 9 games leading up to tonight's BlueCross Bowl matchup, 169 carries, 1,464 yards, and 17 scores. And KJ Jackson, now with 30 carries, 210 yards, and 2 touchdowns for the Tigers, who lead South Pittsburgh by 6. And they normally go for 2.
Teddy Morrison, who spent 25 years coaching in Alabama, 22 as an assistant at Decatur High School, a big 6A program in Alabama, coached a lot of great players. He says KJ Jackson could be the most talented, the best player he's ever coached by the time he's done at Fayetteville.
Two-point try. They hand to Jackson, who is dropped. Big stop there. Because now South Pittsburgh can match the score, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead in this 4th quarter.
Great sportsmanship shown by Gio Davis. Goes over and helps Jackson up when he was slow to get up on the play. You see the handoff to Jackson. He just ran a long way for the touchdown. Not going to run a long way this time. That's all because you see Jamal Allen coming in to make the play for South Bend.
Great job by the offensive line. We mentioned that was the challenge from Coach Morrison this week. Win in the trenches, match the physical tone, and have they ever? They've done it on both lines of scrimmage, offensively and defensively. And several of these guys play both ways. Guthrie Hill, Dylan Hobbs, Andre Emmons, David Buchanan, Jalen Williams. Excellent job up front. Chad mentioned it, the right side with the senior leadership. They run left. They get a touchdown.
And a touchdown, an extra point now with that two-point conversion stop will win a state championship for South Pittsburgh. Something to keep in mind, they burnt one timeout in this half, 2 timeouts remaining for South Pittsburgh. It seems like an eternity with 3:08, but this is a running team.
Hunter Frank picks up the Swift. He gets out of bounds just past the 30-yard line. The quarterback for South Pittsburgh is Brayton Sanders, a senior. He's thrown for 690 yards and 6 touchdowns. Last season, he threw for 983 yards, but he's been far more comfortable in his role as a leader of this offense. Hunter Frame on the sideline as the offense begins. 1st and 10 with 3:01 remaining. Frame is the Tennessee Titans Mr. Football finalist. Coming out throwing. Pass caught. Hunter hauls it in. They go with their big body.
It's going to be a short gain on the pass. I'll tell you something, Reggie Hunter with a terrific effort to get out of bounds and stop the clock on that one. Boy, he had no chance. He's running towards the sideline. He gets squared up and hits contact, pushes him back into the field. Instead, keeps his legs moving, able to get out of bounds and stop the clock for South Pittsburgh.
Rolling to his left. Pass caught. Great throw from Sanders, and he fits that pass to Lewis. A nice timing route. Lewis remains down.
Rolling left and throws a rope and a strike for the first down.
It's his best throw of the game.
Squares his shoulders, finds Lewis. Knocked out of bounds by Zayshawn Pullen on the play. First down for South Pitt. They're going to move the sticks. Still plenty of time. We've seen a couple pass plays to open this drive for South Pittsburgh. They've got time to run the ball. Some on this drive. Reserving those timeouts, still 2 left.
Frame remains on the sideline. Quarterback Sanders, 7 of 11 passing for 68 yards. No interception in the first half. Off to Kelly. Speed finds the edge. Nearly gets his first down. 2.5 to play.
The first down pickup. Dick Ryder, head coach, offensive coordinator, calling plays in for his South Pittsburgh team. Midfield now. 2:20 and counting. Still 2 timeouts left.
Ryder watching his team offensively, trying to match the score late in the 4th quarter. First down run for Kelly.
Fayetteville defense has been so good today, holding the South Pittsburgh attack to only 14 points. Do they have enough left in the tank for one more big stop? They've had so many throughout the day. But you see now that big offensive line for South Pittsburgh, not as big as their defensive line, but very active, starting to lead a bit on this Fayetteville defense.
Ryan Cagle, left tackle. Jamal Allen at right tackle. Timeout, South Pittsburgh. 1:50 to play. They trail by 6. Hunter Frame back in the huddle. during this timeout.
Now only one timeout left for South Pittsburgh. Keep that in mind. A couple of tackles short of a first down in play. Big for Fayetteville right now in terms of clock. It's becoming an issue
throughout the game.
Yeah, it's becoming an issue. Again, you watch the game, look at the stats. South Pittsburgh wants to run the football. They still want to try to run the football. They are a rushing attack. We've seen Sanders with a couple of good throws on this drive so far.
Still to come at 7 o'clock Central, the 5A BlueCross Bowl, as Oak Ridge at 11-3 takes on the 13-1 Summit Spartans. That's tonight right here on the NFHS Network with Jeff Hill, Josh Corey, and Murphy Fair. Here, Jonathan Hutton with you alongside Chad Withrow, Katie Myers on the sidelines. 20-14, Fayetteville in BlueCross Bowl number 1, trying to take down the powerhouse of South Pittsburgh. Frank came back in during this timeout, and as they hand it to him, flags fly.
Be a false start on South Pitt, backing them up.
Out of the timeout, moving it back.
But look at Hunter Frame. He looks like a football player. I mean, his jersey is black. White jersey, beaten up. Looks like he's being held together by duct tape at this point in the game. Gutting it through, trying to win a state championship in this, his senior season.
For 4 years, number 4 has been the man. Did he come up with that one big play? Big play here defensively, tackled in bounds, Kavarius Divins.
Divins, the big man, doing great work. Able to get penetration in the backfield. And he finishes the play on Sanders for the sack.
His uncle will be proud. Lamar Divins, who played at Lincoln County. It was in training camp back in 2012 with the Tennessee Titans. Thinking about throwing it. Can't go anywhere. Fayetteville with the sack.
That was number 30, Kane Kelso. Back-to-back sacks for the Fayetteville defense. I said they needed a couple of tackles in play, short of a first down, with the clock rolling. How about a couple of sacks to keep that clock rolling, forcing South Pittsburgh to call their final timeout with 1:01 left in this football game.
Tyon Kelso, a sophomore that was originally slated to play linebacker this year, but they needed somebody to play on the defensive line, so they moved him into the role as a sophomore to play defensive tackle. And he took on that role and has played well. He came in with 28 tackles in 13 games. And with 1:01 remaining, he comes up with a big stop against quarterback Braden Sanders. On back-to-back plays, the tackles making plays. Divins and then Kelso.
3rd and 23 now.
Coach Kenny Morrison began his coaching career as an assistant coach at Colbert Heights in Alabama in 1994. And in the 2 seasons with Fayetteville High School, after Alvin Palmer retired, posted a 22-2 record. He's watching his young team try to get off the field, needing 2 stops. But here comes the quarterback scrambling on 3rd and 23, picks up a big chunk needed.
Great play by Braden Sanders. I was about to say, they need to get 12 or 13 yards on that 3rd down play, knowing it's 2-down territory. They got more than that. 4th and very manageable now, as it's going to be 4th and about 6 yards to go.
South Pittsburgh, 50% on 4th down tries for the season. Play action across the middle on 4th and 6. The pass is caught by Hunter. They fake everyone with the hand to Frame and go across the middle, putting it on the arm of Sanders, who delivers It's a strike to Reggie Hunter for the first down to the 16-yard line.
Clock is ticking. They have got to snap the football. Down under 10 seconds now.
They spike it with 5.
And that is one that South Pittsburgh would like to have back. Everyone looks stunned. They got the first down right there. Body language from Fayetteville was all over the place. Disappointed they gave up the 4th and 6. Missed a couple tackles going high on Reggie Hunter, the big wide receiver. And then South Pittsburgh didn't quite appear ready to run a play. So no timeouts left, clock tick. They strike it with 5 seconds left. This is our ball game.
With 5 to play, can South Pittsburgh find the score? Going up top to the back corner of the end zone. The pass falls incomplete. And Fayetteville, in their first appearance in the BlueCross Bowl, they win the title for the city. Fayetteville, state champions in 1A. What a football game for the TSSAA crown.
Incredible. You see the emotion of the Fayetteville players waving the number 12 banner. Coach Morrison, only his second year as a head coach in the state of Tennessee, coming over, long-time assistant in Alabama. Final play of the game, they're going up to their 6'4" wide receiver, Reggie Hunter. And look who's there. Deshaun Pullen going up, knocking it away. Pullen, 5'9", Hunter, 6'4".